Halo guys, welcome back to channel Angka John. Kali ini gue akan melanjutkan kembali game Hitman ketiga ya. Selamat nonton guys. End of the line. Wah, siapa lagi nih? Wah, si Agent 47.
She came home.
Dia sudah pulang katanya.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters.
Berbalik lagi ke markasnya nih kayaknya jahatnya ya.
So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Siap nggak katanya?
Are you?
Mau gimana?
Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it
dibilangin
was
udah
quite
mati
a
nih
stir
cewek
when
ini
the
nih.
late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to try new friends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends
Mulai di
here.
sini, akhirnya di sini katanya.
Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlisle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlisle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlisle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlisle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Oke guys, kita mulai guys. Udah di mana kita nih? Masih di depan nih. Jaganya banyak banget kayaknya. Wah, itu siapa itu?
This is a private area, sir.
Oke, masuk katanya.
Private investigator.
Punya janji sama si Madam Kalis.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madam Carlisle. You can go right in.
Ya boleh masuk katanya.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlisle this morning. I'm curious why he's
Kucingnya
here.
kejadian nih kayaknya nih.
Maybe you should do some
Mana ada?
detecting yourself, 47.
Dia masuk ya ke dalam ya. Diam kita kemana nih? Oh sini nih. Nah naik tank sini. Ya. Wih penjaganya banyak banget. Wow, banyak. Oke, kita ikutin dia dulu ya nih, pengen tahu nih. Mana dia? Dia naik ke dalam.
This is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlisle inside. Oh, I could cry.
Ih, banyak
Sir, I
banget.
just need to check.
That's a bit excessive, I think, considering the fact that I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen.
We know what we're doing, sir. Don't worry about that.
Mana masukin? Oh, sini nih masuk. Oke. Dia dari mana dia? Di dalam depan ya. Yang jaga ada 2 itu. Nah, dia kesini nih. Dia benar-benar ke WC nih. Bunyi dulu guys. Nah. Oh. Kita ganti bajunya dia ya guys. Mana nih? Oke. Atas kayaknya ke dalam ya. Ketemu si nenek nih guys.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice.
Hello.
A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well.
Jadi konsultasi ya.
I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlisle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Oke. Kita mau diantar kemana, ke kamar kita nih ini.
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlisle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all.
Yeah,
So
hey
please
bro.
bear with them if they seem
Jaganya
affected
banyak
by
banget.
unusual
Widih, bodyguardnya.
I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlisle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlisle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was
Dibilangnya
found.
adanya bunuh diri ya. Pintunya kekunci katanya.
Madame
Ada surat
Carlisle suspects
bunuh
foul
diri deh.
play and will not accept that he took his own life.
Nggak mungkin katanya
I've
bunuh diri.
prepared some
Kayak
information for you.
Madam itu,
So
Madam
please
nenek.
do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room. To my right.
Di sini si adiknya nih yang meninggal di sini nih.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this.
Kita cek dulu nih kamar tidurnya nih si Sekali.
Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Kan bodinya katanya pakai kamera.
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison
Oh,
killed him.
nah racun katanya.
Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
Jam 10
You do
malam
know your
matinya.
poisons, 47.
Apalagi yang mesti dilihat tuh. Nah, minumannya nih, racun kayak diracunin. Ada yang bisa kita scan lagi ya. Laptopnya ada apa nih?
Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night.
Oh, habis belanja dia.
Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Mungkin lah bunuh diri belanja kan.
Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting.
Tulisan tangannya nih.
It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
Apa nih uang Asia kayaknya nih. Tuh kan bener kan kebuka.
A hidden door.
Naik gitu. Bisa. Tuh kita cari dulu sekelilingnya ada apa nih. Takutnya ada yang ketinggalan. Nah di sini nih buku nih.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside.
Lewat sini nih pembunuhnya nih. Masuknya. Dia bisa ngintip tuh. Oh bang. Ada yang bisa kita scan nih. Ada nih. Wah, tembus pandang.
A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Nah, apa lagi nih? Wih, mana lagi nih? Ini. Widih. Mesti ke depan ya. Tanya lagi si kakek tadi nih, di mana dia di bawah kayaknya.
How are you today, sir?
Bawahnya apaan tuh?
No, you should probably.
Yeah, same.
Nah, tangannya ya? Oh ini nih.
Yes, actually. Could you speed up time so I don't die from boredom? I fear I may not survive an entire weekend in this shithole.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done
Udah
with the
selesai
crime
kita
scene.
Did you
nih.
establish a time of death?
Zachary died
Kapan
around
dia
10
mati?
o'clock
Jam
last
10
night.
malam.
That means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlisle and her security didn't
just
arrive
remembered I
until
went
this
for a
morning.
stroll behind the
Nggak ada yang
green.
masuk katanya.
Madam's family
That's
and
where it is.
myself,
What is?
as the only
lost the
persons
button.
here when he
One you
died.
couldn't find at the
And before you
graveyard.
ask,
Wouldn't it be a
no,
good idea for you to go
I do
look
not
for it?
have an alibi.
Now?
I was
Good
alone
idea.
in my office
Yes.
at the time of death.
Dia mau dari
Here's
kantor,
the
nah waktu
material
dia
that I've
mati.
prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlisle.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps do you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Perhaps a brisk walk in the garden would do you good.
I said speed up time, not my passing. Now just go away, will you?
Of course, sir. I'll come back later.
How very kind of you, dear Mr. Fernsby. I hope to see
Tanyain
you
nih
soon.
suspek-suspeknya nih.
Creepy old git.
How's everything
Patrick
coming along,
Carlisle.
Elaine?
Very well,
Can you
Mr.
tell me
Fernsby.
where you
Make
were
sure you
yesterday
focus on your
evening?
work.
I will.
I don't need one
It's
more
that
maid
sneaky
crying in the
butler,
kitchen.
isn't it? He
So
ratted
watch
me
yourself.
out.
Mana lu malam
Mr.
malam
Patrick.
dah.
Elaine,
Don't worry about me.
give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexei used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Did you see anything suspicious last
Lihat
night?
ada yang aneh-aneh kan malam-malam.
I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it.
Anakku dia. Oke, kita nyari lagi nih, mana lagi?
Sup?
Yang mana nih ke atas? Wih, gede banget rumahnya.
Hello, sir.
Kita kemana nih ya? Coba ke sini kayaknya kita belum pernah nih, coba dulu ya. Kasih. Bagus banget.
Did the portrait photographer check out? You verified his identity? I did, sir. It all checked out.
That is the door to Rebecca's room.
Rebecca room. Bukan tadi suspek ya, coba. Kok nggak bisa nih unlock? Coba mana nih? Nah ini mungkin jendela nih. Ini kali ya. Nah, kita masuk nih. Pas Rebecca nih. Clue-nya ada dua ya. Coba kita lihat ya, ada clue apa nih. Tunjuk apa. Handphone-nya dulu, laptopnya dulu nih.
I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last
9
night.
sampai jam 12 ya ada video call ya. Bukan ya, backup bukan nih. Yang bisa kita scan nih. Lagi tunjuk apa nih? Apa tuh? Tulisan tangan. Ya BK bukan nih, tulisan tangannya beda katanya sama si Zakari ya. Lagi nih. Berarti masih dulu. Jadi juga bisa itu.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
PSP Office di mana dia? Bawah ya? Oh sini bukan? Gak bisa loncat sini. Aduh, sini bisa nih. Iya. Bisnya nih sih. Wah, dikunci lagi. Ini.
Such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance.
Hello.
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I?
Rosie nih yang dia bilang sama ponakannya ya.
We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Aneh nih.
How are things?
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out. We had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlisle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral. There's still a lot of these people who are in good time.
Mana lagi nih suspeknya?
God's sake, Emma.
Why don't we get any kind of
Rebecca
explanation?
Carlisle,
It's bloody rude.
can you
That's
tell
what it
me
is.
about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and
Show up
I.
like nothing's the
I
least.
suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps.
She's not
Now,
fit to be
let's
in
see.
charge anymore.
Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. But Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange.
Mencurigakan tuh.
You know, I bet she was making changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have...
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room and he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Okay, thank you.
Emma Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Apalagi si Joji belum. Ini ya Joji bukan. Nah tuh dia.
Gregory Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around half 8. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my...
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Hi there.
Depan lagi nih.
Nice day for it, isn't it?
Why waste away in front of the books when he can play like that?
Coba piano ini. Oh, ini siapa nih? Nah, suspek lagi nih. Edward.
You smell nicer, but this is still too close.
Professor Edward Carlisle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
Kayak emang tadi ya. Ke atas nih guys, kayaknya guys. Nah lagi nih.
So I think, yeah,
All right.
what you said.
Later.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Wah, ini kamar si Emma nih. Kita belum masuk nih, coba ya. Mana dikunci lagi. Batu coba. Oh, jendela lagi kayaknya. Ya, dikunci lagi jendelanya. Mana nih? Ya, tapi ada jalan tuh di peta ya, gue liatnya tuh ada pintu tuh kayak sebelah kanan deh. Udah bisa masuk tuh. Nah, di sini nih. Di mana ini mansion? Apa di sini? Letter from Emma Mothers.
Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Tunjuk apa sih ini? Oh, sepatu siapa nih? Si Emma kayaknya ya. Dari apa lagi sini ya? Apa nih? Kitchen.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
Kuncinya hilang katanya. Ini di mana greenhouse nih? Belakang sini ya.
We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. No power, no work.
Ya, dikunci lagi. Bukannya nih.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for spring seedling.
Iya, apa ya? Iya.
He was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said they let him stay here, but Ethel was sure Emma would throw him out first chance she got. And now we'll never know.
Oh my, you're taking this hard, aren't you?
Coba aja nih coba.
Holy shit!
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
Racun kayaknya.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zach.
Bulunya pakai racun nih di sini.
Something is circled 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlisle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlisle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Oke, bukti udah cukup nih ya kita. Emma nih pelakunya. Hello, Mr. Casby.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlisle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Oke, itu dia kita. Kita lapor ke bosnya di siapa pembunuhnya.
No need to panic.
Mana nih si Mak nih? Oh, di atas.
Hello, sir.
This is Madame Carlisle's office. Please step inside.
Oke, gua akan masuk.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Accuse Emma.
Your niece, Emma Carlisle.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother, Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlisles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
S-File.
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't... Please remain seated, Mr. Whitmer. Thank you. Now, where were we? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then.
File dari situ deh.
The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt.
Hello, sir.
I need some privacy. Thank you.
Yes,
good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlisle.
Check it, guys. Nenek, guys. Push. Oh!
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Exit. Yang di bawah ini.
Hello there, sir.
Not that I know of.
Mana ada exitnya? panjang banget. Mana nih? Ini bisa ya. Yes, berhasil kita guys.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out. It's the Constantine.
Cepat. Wow. Pungkitannya. You owe him nothing. Kamu tidak utang siapa-siapa.
47. Don't respond. Just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
Siapa ini?
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Wah, luka temennya nih.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
Tuh diri dia.
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I'll look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight.
Mati temennya guys.
We're all that's left now.
Oke guys, sampai di sini dulu permainan Hitman ketiganya ya. Nanti akan gue lanjutkan di next video ya. Terima kasih udah nonton. Bye bye.